Good morning, I am Shilpa Deshmukh. Today's topic is cloud computing and today's lecture agenda is first I would like to discuss about why cloud computing, what is cloud computing, and after that I will tell you what are the providers available in the market. Now we will discuss about why cloud computing. For this we need to understand the situation before the cloud computing. So what happened back? Suppose if we want to host an website, so there is a need to buy a servers, and as you know the servers are very costly. The second thing is if you are hosting a website, right, so you should need to find the traffic, network traffic, and as you know that the network traffic is not constant throughout the day. The third issue is the data. So whatever the data is generated is a huge. Nowadays we work online. We can purchase the things online. We can order the things online. We can do the online banking. So the huge digital data is generated. So there is a question how to store these huge data. So to manage and maintain this data, there is a need of a cloud computing. So we will see what is the cloud computing. So cloud computing makes the world accessible. You can access application, resources, software from anywhere. The main thing is that you should be connected with the internet. So what is cloud computing? So cloud computing refers to manipulating, configuring and accessing the hardware and software resources remotely. So it offers online data storage, infrastructure and the application. So cloud computing offers platform independency as the software is not required to install locally on your PC. There are certain services and models working behind the scene, making the cloud computing more feasible or accessible to the end users. So these models are deployment model and the service models. So we will see what is the deployment model. So deployment model defines the type of access to the cloud, that is how the cloud is located. The cloud can have of three types of access. The first one is public, the second one is private and third one is a hybrid. So what is the public cloud? So public cloud allows system and the services to be easily accessible to the general public. So public cloud may be less secure because of its openness. Now next one is a private cloud. So what is private cloud? The private cloud allows system and the services to be accessible within a particular organization. It is more secure because its private nature, of course. The next third one is a hybrid cloud. So what is hybrid cloud? So hybrid cloud is nothing but the combination of public cloud and a private cloud. The private cloud in which the critical activities are performed and the public cloud, while the public cloud, the non-critical activities are performed using the public cloud. Now next we will see what are the service models. So there are basically three service models. The first one is infrastructure as a service, second one is platform as a service and third one is a software as a service. So what is the infrastructure as a service? Infrastructure as a service is also called as a hardware as a service. It is a computing infrastructure managed over the internet. Means whatever the services you are using through the cloud computing, you should be connected with the internet. The main advantage of using infrastructure as a service is that it helps user to avoid the cost and complexity of purchasing and managing the physical services. The infrastructure as a service provider provides the following services. These are compute, storage, network and load balancer. So what is the compute? So computing as a service include virtual central processing unit and virtual main memory for the virtual machines that is provided to the end user. So what is storage? The storage infrastructure as a service provide a back-end storage facility for storing the files. Now next is, what is the network? So network as a service provides the network components like routers, switches, bridges for the virtual machines. And the last one is a load balancer. So what is load balancer? It provides the load balancing capacity at the infrastructure level. Now the next service is platform as a service. So platform as a service provides a runtime environment to the developer so that the developer can run, create, test and deploy its applications. So what is, so PaaS includes the both combination of infrastructure and the platform. So infrastructure includes again the server, storage and networking, while the platform includes middleware, development tools, database management system, business intelligence and more to support the web application life cycle. Now the third one is a software as a service. So software as a service is also known as on-demand software. So what is on-demand software? The best example of this software as a service is a Gmail. It is a software distribution model in which services are hosted by the cloud service provider. These services are available to the end user over the internet. So the end user do not need to install any software or any other device on its PC. So next we will see the architecture of cloud computing. So basically what we see that the cloud computing is a technology used by both a small and a large organization. The only thing is that you should be connected on the internet. So basically cloud computing is the combination of the service oriented architecture and event driven architecture. So cloud computing architecture basically contains two parts. The first one is a front end and the second one is a back end. So what is the front end? The front end is used by the client and it contains the interfaces and the application. Whatever the available on the cloud, we can access that resources or the application through these interfaces. And what are that interfaces? That interfaces may be the servers, that is Firefox, Chrome, etc. Now what is the backend? So backend is used by the service provider. It manages all the resources that are required to provide a cloud computing services. It includes the huge amount of data storage, security maintenance, virtual machines, deployment models, service traffic control mechanism and all the information regarding the security. So this is all about the cloud computing. Thank you.